Alright guys, it's your boys Yuxus and we're back here on the channel. Now, today I'm going to be talking about the cosmetic upgrades and what characters I think you should consider working on first. Because for these cosmetic upgrades, it is not a thing. It's not a thing at all where you want to waste it on multiple different characters, right? You want to waste them all or work on one specific character at once and build up because these are hard to get, right? They're not easy to get. So if you guys know in the patch notes, right? Again, this is right after I uploaded my patch notes video because I didn't want to make a video later on, so I'll make it now and then I'll upload it later on, right? But in the patch notes, it does confirm that we are getting these right away. So not right away, but the next update we are getting these, which are materials that you need to upgrade cosmetics. Now, how it works is that you can get your SR cosmetics to SSR, you can get your SSRs to UR, and then you can get your UR to max UR. Now, if I remember correctly, from SSR to UR, it's 50 of these max, and then from UR to max UR, it's only 30. I don't know how much it is for SR because I've never done it for SRs, but yeah. So we're going to be talking about the characters I think you should consider working on first, right? So obviously the first character, Blue King. Blue King is used everywhere. He's amazing. He's a fantastic unit. He is definitely somebody you're going to use for late game and somebody. Basically, you're going to use this guy until Green Eastern drops, and yeah, he's very very good. So you could even still use him when Green Eastern drops, to be honest. So he is definitely somebody you want to use. Definitely consider if you have their cosmetics, right? If you have a lot of cosmetics, I should also point out, right? If you have a lot of cosmetics for any of these characters, then I recommend working on that character first. But if you have a lot of cosmetics for a character like Slater, don't do somebody like Slater, right? And yeah, just don't, right? But King is definitely a great option, great choice for these cosmetic upgrades. He's somebody you definitely need for ungeared PvP with a 6/6 ult, or just his ultimate in general hits super hard. So with a 6/6 ult, he's definitely somebody you want to consider. The next character is obviously, and also this works on all kings, right? Cosmetics obviously are for all the kings that have that cosmetic, so it will be effective to all kings, right? And all the typings, right? The next character we have is actually Esternar. Obviously, just by his name, you should know that he's somebody you obviously want to consider maxing out their cosmetics. He was actually going to be my first choice, but it's like, nah, King is definitely going to be my first choice because I'm going to use King much more than I am going to use Green Escanor, right? I have been using Green Escanor a lot more lately, but I'm not going to use him in late game like that, right? I guess you could say we are in late game already because we're in the half year anniversary, but yeah, he is definitely somebody you definitely want to do it for, right? But I'm gonna go for King, right? If you guys know I'm going for King, you guys let me know who you are going to start working on first, right? In the comments down below. The next character we have, obviously, clearly Lost Vein Meliodas. Actually, most of you guys are probably gonna do this guy. It's either, I know a lot of people told me they're doing either Lost Vein, Escanor, or King first, right? And that's your best. Those are your top three choice, right? So Lost Vein Meliodas, King, and Escanor. These are your top three choice. These are the top three people you want to probably do it for, right? You want to do it either Lost Vein or we'll talk about the next person, right? But Lost Vein, obviously, fantastic unit, best unit in the game, hands down. He is definitely somebody. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. For sure, he is definitely somebody you want to give max cosmetics to and stuff like that. The next unit we have is Demon Meliodas, and he is actually somebody else that is considered top three that you want to work on. So Blue Demon Meliodas or Lost Vein with Escanor or King. One of those four are definitely the top three you want to start working on because these are units you're going to use for late game. Blue Demon Meliodas is used for late game. Currently, right now, he's still used on JP since he has released because nobody's running Red King right now on JP because Blue King is a thing, and it's like this is an easy way. I mean, Blue King slaps. Don't get it twisted. I didn't mention characters like the Goddess Ellie and stuff like that because I don't think it was necessary right now since they're not coming out anytime soon. So I didn't bring them, right? But D Meliodas, obviously, insane character. You could use him for. I mean, he's not really used. If you guys don't know, these cosmetics, right? They're going to benefit you in geared and ungeared, but these are mainly going to benefit you in geared. I mean, in ungeared, my bad. In ungeared, not geared, in ungeared. Reason being is because You maxing out these cosmetics is basically you giving your characters gear for ungeared. Think about it like that. You maxing out these cosmetics is giving your characters gear for ungeared. Just think about it like that, I guess. It's not really, but think about it like that. Right? So these are definitely characters you want to consider. Now, obviously, next character you're probably going to want to do it for. He's probably another top 5 you're probably going to want to do it for. Gother. I say he because Gother is a male doll. He has no gender, but he is in the shape of a male doll. So don't get it twisted. Just based off his stats, you can tell he's definitely somebody you want to max out cosmetic wise. So Gother definitely right. He has the rank ups. He's going to be very tanky and all that stuff. There actually is a character I didn't mention, but I didn't think I needed to. Right now, this is another character that is probably top 5. But she's really only used, and you heard me say she, so you probably know what I'm talking about. But she's only really used for PVE, and that is Red Derriere. She is still used on PvP, right? She's only used on PvP if you're just lazy and you want to, go through PvP super quick and stuff like that. But she is very nasty, very, very good. She is definitely somebody you are going to want to max out her cosmetics, right? First, one of your first choice. If you don't know who you're choosing, right? And then the last character I have here so far is actually 1 second. Is actually Merlin. Green Merlin is definitely somebody you're gonna want to max out her cosmetics. Out of all these characters, I think Merlin's probably the last one you're gonna want to work on because Merlin is not really good. I mean, she's good. My bad. Don't get it twisted. Merlin is excellent. The thing about this Merlin is that she's really only used for the back, and that's to fill ultimate gauge. Right? It's like she's only used for the back. Even though she has an alt removal card and a shield, she's really only used for the back for that extra alt gauge. So yeah, she's definitely somebody you want to consider last. I wouldn't recommend her first, but she's definitely somebody you want to do last, right? Or max up their cosmetics last for sure. Characters that I didn't mention that would obviously be a good choice, obviously, would be people like Diane is not really. I mean, I guess for links, right? Small Diane for King Links is not a bad idea. You also have characters like Ellie. I don't think so. Ellie's not really needed. Esteros is somebody I didn't mention, but he doesn't really have that many cosmetics in the game that are UR, so not right now. I only really mentioned the units who have a lot of UR cosmetics. So yeah, another character for sure. Obviously for Pen Team again, Blue Lilia, obviously, right? For Pen, definitely. And I think there's nobody else here that I think is worthy for working on first when it comes to these cosmetics. But out of all of these characters, if you had to choose, I would recommend King, Esternar, or one of the Meliodases. Right? In my opinion, I'm going for King. Right? He's the most useful. Right now, either King or Lost Vein. Now, I'm not gonna go for Lost Vein first because I don't have his cosmetics. I'm gonna buy them. I just don't want to buy them right away. I don't know why. I don't even know why. Why am I not buying them? I don't know. But yeah, either King or Lost Vein Meliodas or Demon Meliodas. These are your top 3 that you're probably gonna want to go for. Escanor is definitely top 3, but if you have to choose, I would recommend one of these. But if you do Blue Demon Meliodas, you're probably gonna want to work on Lilia and Pierce right after. So maybe these 3, to be honest, right? But I'm gonna go for King. Again, in the comments, let me know who you guys are gonna work on first. And yeah, I'm Zeuxis, and I will see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Later. Peace.